What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Stationeers. As you can see, I kinda deleted everything. We got everything sitting over here that we used before. The issue is there were a few problems with the setup that I had. A couple of things that people let me know in the comments that might create an issue, and I've come up with solutions. Also, we need to do a little bit of maintenance on the base and get the rocket back up and running. It's going to be a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so the first thing we need to talk about, the rocket works really well. It works a whole lot better than I thought it would. The issue with the setup that we had was right here we had an atmospheric, or it was right here somewhere. Anyways, it was feeding oxygen into our oxygen tank. The problem was the amount of ice that we're getting from the rocket is way too much. We're getting a ton of it. So the issue is the ice crusher is creating the gases faster than the atmospherics can process the gases. So the pipe behind the atmospherics was getting a little too high with pressure and they were exploding. So I had to find a solution for that one. Also, we need to go ahead and set up piping. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do the same thing we did up there, but this time we're going to be using larger tanks. Another issue for the fuel, we were using the large tank. I don't think I really need that, to be honest with you. So I went ahead, got rid of it, and I need to go ahead and feed the pipe up to the furnace, which I think I did last episode. But we need to go ahead and do that. Also, we need to make sure that in case the pressure gets too high, we can go ahead and get rid of that extra pressure. So let's give this a try. So the solution that I found, let's grab tank. I'm going to need to make more tanks. I know I am. Alright, so we have the oxygen feeding into the tank, and then we have the nitrogen going up to that pipe up there to get processed through the filters. Now, what I figured out is because the rocket is so good at getting ice, and it gets so much, we need storage for the gases that haven't been processed yet. So whenever the gases come out of the ice crusher, we'll have storage for them so that way the pipes won't get too full and explode on me. So that's going to be this one. I just need to figure out how I want to place this. Actually, let's do it this way. Alright, so we're going to have, over here, is our volatiles. Then we're going to have our oxygen. Then our nitrogen. And then I guess this one, since we don't need CO2, this is going to be the extra from the ice crusher. This is going to be the hydrogen and oxygen from the oxide ice. I probably should go ahead and turn those three around. This one's fine. Let me actually think about it. Alright, so yeah, what I want to do is I want to feed those gases. I want to create an even pressure from those tanks to the tanks that are going to be down here. Because there's another thing that I kind of figured out. At some point we are going to have to pressurize this base, and what I was thinking was our air pipe, which is up there, which is feeding those active vents. Instead of trying to find a way of getting that pipe somewhere down here, since we're processing the oxygen and nitrogen, we could just go ahead and set those tanks up for air down here as well. Kind of save a little bit of space with piping. Because at this point, alright, you're going to be a pain in the ass, aren't you? Alright, let's turn you that way. And then that way. So yeah, not only could I use this for the fuel for the rocket, I could also go ahead and use it for the gases that we need on this floor. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and feed the pipes up to that pipe right there. That's the volatile, and this one's also going to be volatile. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to create an equilibrium between that storage and this storage. They're going to stay at the same pressure, which means that storage is going to get filled up at the same time this one is. With all the ice that we're getting, it won't take long. Alright, now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and get another tank. Will that be a good spot? Maybe. Another tank for the fuel. So we do need to mix fuel. I don't know if this is going to be enough room though. We'll have to see. So yeah, another tank for the fuel mixture. We might have to move it, but we'll see. Let me go ahead and get some paint. I'll go ahead and paint these so that way we don't get confused by what tank is what. Alright, now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and set up the sorters, but I'm going to try to set them up the same way that we had before. Try to save a little bit of room. So the whole thing is going to take a 3x4. So I don't want to go past this point. I might have to switch things around, move them around a little bit, but we will see. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate. Trying to figure out what would be best. Yeah, I think like this. This entire room is going to be closed off. Once I get it set up, I don't need to worry about it anymore. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, let me go ahead and grab... Where's the ice crusher? Which ones... Did I make ice crushers? I know I did. Hold on. Ice crusher. There we go. Alright, so of course this one is going to be Oxide. I think right there. So this one is going to be Oxide, which is going to be nitrogen and oxygen, which is going to store up in the yellow tank. So I think what I'll do is I'll make this simple and just bring it around into that tank. Then what I'm going to need is I'm going to need an atmospheric to change that or to filter that so we can get the oxygen. I still need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Let me grab an atmospheric and see where we could put that. I know I got some. There it is. I knew I had one. Alright, so here we have the atmospheric. So let's go ahead and turn that to a filter. I think I forgot my filters. Alright, so oxygen's going to go out. The nitrogen is going to go to those pipes up there. Actually, no. Since all that's going to be filtering is the unfiltered is just going to be nitrogen. Well, no, because oxygen does sometimes bleed through. So yeah, probably the best thing to do is go ahead and feed it up to that pipe, which is our filtration system. So I just got to do this one at a time and see what kind of space we have. So let me go ahead and get all those pipes connected real quick. Alright, so what we'll have to do is I'll have to keep an eye on the nitrogen and see if any of that oxygen does leak through. I hope not. But this is how I'm going to set it up for right now, just until we can figure out if this is actually going to work. So with the sorter, the oxide ice will go into the crusher. The gases will go into that storage, which will also feed the atmospheric, which will filter out the oxygen into that tank and the nitrogen into this tank. Then what I'll do is I'll take the nitrogen, feed it up to, I think it's that storage. Yeah, volatile oxygen nitrogen, which is that pipe right back there. I could just bring it out and then straight up. Then the oxygen is going to go to that pipe right there. And then the volatile, which we still have to set up, is going to go right there. Yeah, I think this is going to work, maybe. Alright, so next thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and leave a little bit of room for our... Ooh, shit. That's actually a good point. You know what I'm going to have to do? I need to leave room in order for the oxygen to come through to the mixer so that way I could go ahead and make fuel. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to back this atmospheric up. But first, what we can do... do I have the ice crusher on me? Yes, I do. We need to set this up for the volatile, but like I said, we need to save a little bit of room. So let's go... I think right here should work. And even with the other sorter. There we go. I do have steel plate. Shit. I dropped my cable. What did I do with my cable? There it is. Alright, so now the volatile, what I need to do, like I said, I need to go ahead and save some room for the mixture pipes, so ooh, this might get ugly. Let's grab our wrench. Yeah, this might get a little bit ugly. Anyways, we'll figure it out. We'll see if there is a better setup after we get this done. Right now, I just need to get like a visual of what I can and can't do. We are going to need to save some space for power. Come on. Yeah, we need to save some space for the cables. And then I'll bring this straight back. Actually, I might go ahead and move this ice crusher over to here. Might be a good idea. So I'll put it right here, up, and then elbow. So yeah, I'll go ahead and move the ice crusher over one. But so far, we should be good. I also need to go ahead and move the atmospheric back one more, so that way we can get pipes over here. Well, that's another good fucking question. I still have... Where's my mixer? I know I have one. Did I not? I think I might have lost it. Alright, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and move the ice crusher, move the atmospheric back one, and then we'll go ahead and see where we can place the mixer. The problem is, there's not a whole lot of room. So, this could be an issue. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait for the fuel mixture. Because what I could do is I could go ahead and bring it up on the wall and down to the ceiling. Or down through the ceiling. So, we'll wait on that and see where we are. So what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and bring this stuff up to the different gases, which means the nitrogen has to go here, the oxygen has to go there, and the volatile has to go there. I don't think I'm going to have enough pipes. I might have to make some more. So let me just run those up real quick. We got a lot of stuff to do and it's going to take me a while. So I don't want to waste your guys' time by sitting here watching me put up pipes. So yeah, I'm just going to run each of these back and then up to where they need to go to meet those pipes. But yeah, so far this is the setup that I got. And it might work, but we'll have to wait and see if it does actually work. Oh god, I hope it does. I don't want to mess with this anymore. But yeah, let me go ahead and take care of that real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, so now what I'm doing is I'm looking at something. Alright, so all this does is the volatile comes from that ice crusher and it goes to store in that tank, but it also stores in the tank up there. Now, these do have the same pressure limits. These just hold a little bit more, but they do have the same pressure, I believe, as those tanks. So I think we'll be fine. But yeah, we'll fill up both tanks at the same time. Both tanks will have the same pressure. Or at least I hope that's how it works. Alright, then we have the sorter for the Oxide. The Oxide will go into that storage tank, which is hydrogen and oxygen, so it'll go to that atmospheric. The nitrogen will go to that tank, which will also fill up that tank up there. And then the oxygen will fill up that tank and also that tank right there, I think. Alright, so here's the thing that we also need to talk about. We have... Are you not... Why are you red? I don't know. Anyways, we do have fuel up there that is being mixed and is being processed. Now, what we could do, since we do have the volatiles going up, is we could also connect that pipe to this fuel. But I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I have to connect right up there where that mixer is. That is the fuel, which goes out to either a canister or it goes to the furnace. So the input for the furnace, that's why I got rid of a lot of the iron frames so we could see what the hell was going on. The input is that pipe right there. Now I could go ahead and bring that all the way down to there. But one thing I do have to figure out, can I bring it this way? Okay, I can't. If I bring it here, those pipes will connect, so I don't want to do that. Huh. Well, this is going to take me a minute. Not only do I have to figure out how to get this to go through the floor, which I think I can't. Yeah, this is enough room. I also need to figure out where I'm going to connect it. You know what? I got an idea. If I turn that tank around and face it that way, the opening facing that way, I could go ahead and just bring the pipe down to that tank. Then all I have to do is I could bring... But then I have to figure out how to... Well, one step at a time. I'm going to go ahead and bring the pipe from the input for the furnace, which is already fuel, bring it down to that tank right there. And then we'll see where we're at from there. But I might not have to, actually. I might not have to mix the oxygen and the volatiles down here. Because since we do have storage for it, we are able to mix it at that mixer. Yeah. So yeah, it's already going to mix with that, so we could just bring the fuel down to there. I didn't even think about that. I don't even need to mix it here. That might work. And then to bring the fuel to the rocket, we still have the pipe up here. So I'll just bring it around on the floor, bring it up along the wall to that pipe right there, and that will fuel the rocket. Right? Yeah, because up here, sorry, trying to go through this stuff in my head. Right now, we don't have storage for fuel. We were making fuel, but we didn't have the storage. But now we do. And this is the only storage for fuel. So yeah, that might be a good idea. I'll go ahead and turn that tank to the left. Bring the pipe down so we can go ahead and store fuel. And then bring... Ooh, I still got to think... Right now, I'll just connect it. I'll just connect it for right now. Alright, so thinking about it, and I think this will work. Alright, one more time. This is more for me than it is for you guys. This helps me kind of process what's going on here. So the ice is going to go into that sorter. We need another sorter. There we go. I need you right here. There we go. Alright, so oxide ice, or all the ices, will go into this sorter. The oxide will go into that ice crusher. The volatile will continue on to go into this sorter, and then the volatile will be put into that ice crusher. Alright, so from the oxide, the pipe will feed the nitrogen oxygen mix from oxide into that storage tank. It will be fed to that atmospheric, which will filter out the O2 and send it to that tank, along with the tank up there as well. And the nitrogen will be filtered out and sent... Yeah, the nitrogen will be the unfiltered, and that's the unfiltered output. So it'll go to that storage, and then also to the top to that storage. So yeah, the oxygen will go up. Alright, so now the volatile will go through that ice crusher, go to the volatile storage down here, but then also the volatile storage up there. Now what will happen is, since those two storages are connected, the oxygen and the volatiles are connected up there, we can use the gas mixer that is up there to mix the gas, which will come down and feed that storage. But it will also feed the furnace, and it will also feed the canister storage up there. Yeah. And because the rocket works so well, we will have more volatile than we will actually need. I think that will work. But the next thing we need to worry about is I still need a volume pump for... I still need a volume pump for the rocket. Which doesn't have to be in here. That could go up here, because nothing is going to be here. Or I could just bring it over here. I could pretty much put it anywhere on these pipes. I'll figure that out after we're done. But for right now, we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing. Alright, so now that we got that all set up, what I'm going to need is we're going to need pressure regulator. And did I not make any passive air vents? No, I did not. Alright, so the issue is, because the rocket works so well, we're going to fill up these tanks in no time. It's... Honestly, even with the rocket refueling, we're still going to have tons and tons of gases left over. So what I need to do is I need to set up a pressure system that will get rid of the extra gases. But first, okay, where can I get up here? First, I need to go ahead and make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. No, 5. I need to go ahead and make 5 passive vents real quick. So, passive. Alright, so I need to go ahead and put up these iron frames real quick. So that way we can go ahead and place the passive vents. Alright, so now I need iron plate. And I'm really loving the arc welder. This thing is kind of awesome. I mean, it doesn't seem to go any faster than the gas-powered one, but the fact that I don't have to worry about the fuel is awesome. Alright, so here's what I need to figure out. I need to figure out where I'm going to put everything. I guess what I could do is I could come out to the right. So here we have our volatiles. I'm just going to go ahead and put the vent in line with those drains, which are for the water. So I need you to go that way. And we do need to leave one space for back pressure regulator. So I think right there should be perfect. 2, 3, and 4. I think that will be fine. Alright, now that we got that, we're going to need the back pressure regulator, which is just the regular pressure regulator, but with a twist. There you go. What we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and there we go, back pressure regulator. So you... wait a minute. I don't... Volatile, oxygen, nitrogen, CO2. Oh, that's right, we don't have a connection at the bottom. That freaked me out for a second. We're fine though, we're okay. Alright, now what I need to do is I need to... oh, I still have to put the other ones in. I was wondering why it wasn't looking the same. So back, and there we go. Alright, now I need to go ahead and grab a pipe and connect them. Where's my wrench? There we go. See? Go. Alright, now before I turn those on, actually you need to go straight up. Yeah, this one's for the CO2. I forgot we don't have that set up down at the bottom. I'm just thinking about something, sorry. Anyways, alright, so before we actually turn those on and power them up, we need to go ahead and set them. So we'll grab our labeler, and we'll set these for 8,000 kilopascals, because the two storages, actually, before I lie, let's try this. So, tank. Alright, so this is the portable gas tank. Max pressure. Max pressure is 10,000. So let's see if I can find the large tank, or the their small tanks. There we go. Kit tank. Try the small one. And the max pressure is not going to show. It's not going to show. You prick. Flashpoint, prefab hash, yeah, you son of a bitch. Large tank, maybe? Nope, it's not gonna show me. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's try the liquid, maybe that might say. Scatter, stack size, prefab, nope. No, it does, motherfucker. But I'm pretty sure that the pressure is for those small tanks down there the same for these ones, which was 10,000. So yeah, that's why we're setting these up for 8,000. Did I already set it? Yes, I did. So that way we have about 2,000 worth of playroom. So 8, 1, 2, 3. Now, I did mention this in last episode, but these pressure regulators, the back pressure regulators and the forward pressure regulators do act as pumps, but they are very, very weak. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to keep an eye on them and make sure that they do work. If not, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to set up some volume pumps on logic. I might have to do that anyways, because I don't really trust the pressure regulators. Alright, so now what we need to do is go ahead and turn these on. Get them connected to power, which the power is on the bottom right there, and I'm just going to run it to these cables real quick. Alright, so I want to check this out real quick just to make sure. That's empty completely? Shit. Alright, you are at 178 kilopascals. So 178. What was that, oxygen? Yep, so this pressure tank is also at 178. So I was right. They're going to share the they're going to share pressure. So this is just kind of like a backup storage, or this is the main storage and the storage up there is kind of like backup. But I think this is going to work. Maybe. I'll probably have to play for a couple hours just to make sure that it does actually work, but I think we'll be fine. I'm thinking. We still have some things to do. I still need to connect up the sorters, which I'll do on my own. We do need one more ice crusher. And you are going to go... And this is just going to be for the water ice. Will you work right there? Is that going to be enough room? No, I need to move it back. Yeah, because what we have to do is this has to... Is that going to be the right one? No, that's going to be the other one. This is the sorted output, which has to come up and in. But then the same thing has to happen with the unsorted output. It has to come out and then come back up. So I had to make room for it, so that's why it's over there. And then all we're going to do is what we did in the last episode, just go ahead and run the water to this pipe and the gases to that pipe. The water pipe goes up to the ice crusher, which is on the first floor. This one goes to the radiator exhaust, which will go through the filtering system at some point. So far, I think we're good. I think that's a better setup than I had in the last episode. Much better. And of course, at some point, I'll go ahead and get lights and everything else in here. Probably try to figure out an airlock. This room is going to be completely depressurized because we did find out that if you leave the ice crushers connected to chutes, if you leave the ice crusher connected by chutes out in the open like it's going to be, then you will lose a little bit of gas. So I do need an active vent to go ahead and depressurize this room. So what I need to do if I need to get in here is I need to go ahead and set up an airlock. But that won't be an advanced airlock, it will just be a regular airlock because this side is a complete vacuum, or will be a complete vacuum. I just have to figure out where I'm going to put everything. Anyways, I digress. I'm getting off topic. Alright, now that we got that set up, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and figure out the sorting system. Now, the sorting system is actually easier because there's only one little thing I gotta do. One little thing that I have to change from what I did in our sorter episode, which I do think was last. So the way that I had it was I had the sorters down on the ground like this. And I was having a hell of a time trying to figure out how to get the chutes to pass through. Now, someone in the comments actually put me on to a really good idea. He actually gave me the idea to go ahead and just lift the fucking sorter up. Why I did not think of that, I'm just an idiot. But yeah, that's all we have to do. I'm just going to go ahead and lift the sorter up so that way I can pass the chute from the ice sorter all the way to the end, and then I'll bring it up into the sorter system. So everything else is going to be exactly the same. The difference is we're just moving up the sorters, which I did not have to get rid of everything for. I kind of don't feel happy about that, but the thing is they were so difficult to get back into to go ahead and change. It was difficult for me to show you guys what was going on. So what I'm going to do, what I did was I just got rid of everything and just restarted, which is a lot easier to do sometimes. So another thing I need to do is I need to also make sure that all this is connected to power. A good idea would be to also put up some monitors so I could regulate the keep an eye on the pressures. That might be a good idea, but I'll worry about that at some other stage. So yeah, let me go ahead and get the sorting system back up. We just have to lift the sorters up a little bit, and once we get that done, we'll go ahead and see what else we need to do. Alright, this place is kind of looking like a mess, but I'll get it cleaned up at some point. Alright, let's take a look. So I think everything is on, everything is named. I think this is ready to run. One thing I did have to do was I just had to move these chutes over a little bit so I could get to the power and everything for that stacker. But yeah, everything seems to work a whole lot easier. So yeah, we just have the chute running underneath. Of course, on the other side, I didn't have to do that because everything goes in line with one another, so I was just able to put those on the ground. I did name. Yeah, I did. I was able to put everything on the ground and got everything set up. So let's see how this works. I went ahead and moved all the chutes to be above the level of the iron frames, so that way the chutes will not only be hidden by the iron frames, but it should also keep the ice from melting while it's in there. Hopefully. But we'll see. Alright, so the ice sorter sorts out the ice comes up, And this way.
Hydration critical.
Really? Come on. I just started. I should have made sure I ate and drank before I started. That's alright. There we go. Alright, so the ice runs through this chute along the ceiling, which is going to be hidden by the iron frame. Then there's going to be more iron frames for the ceiling over here. Then it runs back this way towards this wall, and it's all hidden by the iron frames. Then I had to kind of work around that storage. Now that's going to be inside iron frames because I needed a floor for our computers, rocket control, and then our sorter controls. So yeah, then the chute comes back into the iron frame and then out to the sorters. Did I name? No, I did not. Alright, so this one is going to be Oxide. And this one is going to be Volatile. So Volatile. There we go. Right? Right. Okay, so you guys already know how the system works for the ice. I'm not even going to go into that because I've said it enough and I'm tired of talking about it. One thing we do have to do is I have to put that active vent in there. I also have to figure out where I'm going to put that active vent. Ooh, shit. And where are the pipes going to go? You know what? There's a spot right here. Yeah, we no longer have anything running up there, so that's what I could do. It will be stuff because it'll probably be volatiles, oxygen, and nitrogen mixed because they come out of the ice crusher. Now, someone said something about silos and hoppers and then blocking this by iron frames, but I don't want to do that. The reason is we're going to have a whole room up here on the... Well, it's going to be the first floor 1.5. We'll just call it that. So that's not only going to be a control center, it's also going to be a place to put a bed. Because I realized I don't have a bed. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the active vent here. Yeah, and then I'll just run the pipe through here. Ooh, come on. And then up through the filtering system, since there are going to be 3 gases in the air that we get from this little room. So yeah, this is going to have a ceiling. I'm thinking about making the ceiling glass, just so I can look in here and keep an eye on things. But anyways, next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and set up our computers. So that way we can go ahead and get the rocket back up and running and the sorting system. So we do have, yep, there they are. We have our 2 computers. So that's going to be an iron frame right here. So it needs to be here. So rotate. Let's put you... I need to make sure I leave room for the cabling for the monitors as well. I'll also have to go... Yeah, let's do that real quick. I need to put an iron frame up. Welder? Yeah. So, right here. And then iron sheet. There, now I should be able to place them. It should be good. It should be. Alright, let's put that back. Now what I'm gonna need is the other computer. And this one is for the sorting system. So, of course, right there. Alright, then I think what I need for those is what? Screwdriver? Yep. Alright, open those up. Alright, you guys are down here. So that's the IC editor that goes for the rocket. So in here. And then this one is for the sorter. So let's see how I'm going to set this up. Alright, close you. You're good to go. Let's go ahead and turn you on and turn you on. Alright. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out where my readouts are going to go. I also need to get them named and everything else. Alright, so we need to switch this to LED. I can't go up there. I think right there will be fine. 2, 3. Can't put you there. I could put you there though. That might work. Alright, then I need the IC chip. Did I grab it? I didn't grab it? You son of a bitch. Alright, let's go ahead and grab it. I also need the integrated and then the housing. Alright. Oh, come on, let me out. So we're gonna place the housing here. Make sure it's rotated the right way. CD. Alright, now we need integrated chip. Why did I make 5? Why do I have 5? Oh, that's right. I got distracted. What else is new? Alright, we need to get that connected to cable so we can get everything set up. We also need to get these monitors named. Next thing I want to need, of course, is the lever. Let's see how I'm going to do that. Oh, there's an activate. I'll go ahead and get that set up as well. Where am I going to put you? Well, the IC should be hidden by... I don't want it out here, because then it'll be kind of like in the middle of the floor. So you know what? Let me do this. Let me switch them. So the IC chips. I think, yeah, we should be able to connect everything up there, but the lever, I need to double check that. Okay, lever. There we go. Let's rotate you that way. Yeah, that should work. I still need the cabling to go to the active end as well, so I'll just run it along this wall and along the floor, and bam. Alright, so now the IC housing. That should work. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be covered by the floor plating, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright. Now comes the fun part, getting everything connected. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll run it along this corner, the cable, and then probably just bring it down to that one right there. Everything should be connected. Go ahead and get everything named. Get the sorters set up. All the sorters should be named, I do believe. So yeah, we'll get that done. I'll have to go do some mining to get some fuel. And then I think we're ready. So yeah, let me go ahead and connect all these real quick. I'll probably also go ahead and just get all this set up. We did it last episode. I don't need to show that again. So yeah, I'll get the sorter and the launch system set up. And then we'll be back. Alright, I went ahead and saved the world just in case something screws up. So, I did get the fuel pump in. It's over there. I don't know if I'll have to move it. It should be fine right there. Got the active vent in and brought the pipe out this way and up to our filtering system. The rocket is ready and fueled. The sorting system is ready. And, oh yeah. The vending machines I decided to leave empty for right now. I had a comment on the last video that someone was having an issue where they were only getting coal and I think water ice. Yeah, they weren't getting everything. They were having an issue. So I want to go ahead and test that out by shooting off the rocket, and when it comes back, see what ores we get. I'll probably have to do it a few times just to see what all it gives us. But I think I'm ready to... Oh yeah, the fuel pump I said over there. It shouldn't be in the way of anything. It should be okay right there. But we will see. Alright, anything else that I'm forgetting? All the chutes are connected. Everything's turned on. We have plenty of power. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. This is the system right here. When we were setting this up, there were some ores dropping back behind there that weren't getting sorted out for some reason. So I went ahead and just added that chute that goes back to the beginning of the system, back here. Should be alright. I hope. Alright, I'm procrastinating. I'm kind of afraid to launch this rocket, but I did save, so if something screws up, we'll be okay. Alright, so rocket fueled, and 3, 2, 1, here we go. I love that. I knew you guys would probably want to see that again, so I went ahead and did it. Alright, so now we gotta wait for it to come back and see what resources it's gonna give us. First, let me check something real quick. Alright, so that small tank is at 1.8 megapascals. But that's nitrogen. Oxygen is at 172 kilopascal? Yeah, kilopascal. Damn, we got a lot of nitrogen. I didn't think I had that much nitrogen up there. Anyways, so 172 kilopascals of oxygen. We have no volatile, which isn't surprising. And then the reason we don't have volatile is because the mixer up there is still trying to work and fill up this tank with fuel. We have plenty of oxygen, but we're not able to mix because we don't have volatile. Alright, so the fuel tank is at 263 kilopascals. So we should be okay. Alright, now we're gonna wait for the rocket to come back and see what happens. Alright, the mode changed to 5. A little late, 666.2. So yeah, it changed to 5. It should be coming back. Yeah, here it comes. So in the cargo it has 265 stacks. I love that thing. That is so awesome. Alright, so 265 stacks. So what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and I'm just going to let it launch again. We'll wait for it to unload. So right now, I'm not seeing anything. It is on... Oh, there it goes. I just heard the ices. Well, that was water ice. Water ice. Water ice. So I think what it's doing is it's doing the water ice first. Then when it runs out of water ice, the way they're stacked is they're stacked in order. I don't know what buy it for or how it's stacked. Oh, is it refueling? Yeah, it is refueling. But we're out of fuel. So we have to wait for Oxide and stuff like that. Still only water ice. The volatile and the oxide should be coming pretty soon. But we still have like almost 200 stacks still in the rocket. Nice, dude. Damn, that was a lot of water ice. Anything else filling over here? No. No ores yet. Damn, it's gonna take like a half an hour to empty this thing. Am I gonna have the same issue as the other guy? The guy in the comments? Well, shit. I swear we got other stuff last time I tried this. Alright, I think that... No, it's still getting water ice. The hell? was right, and that's all you get. All right, let me let this go, and we'll see if it does get us anything else. All right, so the rocket is empty, and all the sorting, I think, is done. And yeah, all I got was coal and water ice. I already went to go get some volatile, but I didn't have enough oxygen. So we still have volatile, but I need to get some more oxygen. Damn it. Well, I didn't experience this earlier because I was getting other stuff like iron and all that. So I don't know why I'm not getting anything else. Huh. I did double check, make sure all the sorters were on. And they are. I made sure that they were all named. They are. Everything is set up correctly. Stackers are on and they're set. But the issue that we might have is, well, that wouldn't explain the ice though. I'm thinking that maybe I just didn't get enough of any other resource. That's why they're not going into... I do have those hooked up, right? Yeah, they are hooked up. Huh. Well, I guess there's only one thing for it. We'll go ahead and launch the rocket again. I need to get some more Oxide. Launch the rocket again, and then we'll see what happens on the second pass. Alright. It looks like I may have fixed the issue. So we are getting Oxide, we are getting volatiles. I think I have to wait on the ores. I think it's doing the ice first because the ice was at the bottom. That probably goes through the chute first, and then the ores will. But yeah, at least we're getting Oxide and we're getting volatiles. So let me explain what's going on for those people who probably have this issue as well. So after trying this out for the last, I'd say about an hour and a half, I launched the rocket a couple times to see if maybe there was just something going on where it only wanted to get one resource in the locations that it was getting. No. This is actually apparently a known glitch. And how do you solve just about any glitch in any game? You relog. I had to relog like 3 times. And it looks like we solved the issue. So yeah, if you have this issue where it's only getting you water, ice, and coal, don't fret, you're not the only one. It happens apparently a lot. So yeah, after I figured out the issue, spending an hour and a half, I finally got it to work, and I went to, what was it, Steam community page to see if anybody else was having this issue and to put something up so people would know. And apparently a lot of people do have this issue. So don't fret, just relog the game. Alright, so we need to wait for the counter to go down, wait for the ices, and then we can see if we get some ore. Alright, so we're still waiting on everything to sort out, I think. Yeah, I still hear some stuff trying to sort, but it looks like we did get everything. So yeah, if you have this issue, just relog. Yep, we have everything. We also did get all the gases as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead get the ores that I had before, go ahead and put them back in. Probably through the what's the hopper that's up there. I'll just drop them in. Go ahead and start filling these up and let the rocket run a little bit. So what happens? I found one thread where somebody was asking this question and another person gave the answer. After you launch the rocket like 6 or 7 times, the bug starts to happen for whatever reason. Now, this is a known issue that a lot of people have, so all you have to do is relog. Now, it took me 3 relogs for this to finally work like it was supposed to. Alright, it looks like we're done. So yeah, 3 relogs to try to get this working, and it was able to work. So yeah, if you have this issue, just relog as many times as it takes. So there were a few other things that I wanted to do in this episode, but yeah, after 4 hours of recording and an hour and a half of that spent trying to figure out a bug, I think I'm done. But yeah, we got the main part done. We got everything connected. We fixed some of the issues that we were having, or at least I hope so. Haven't had an issue with any of it yet. Actually, let's see. As far as I know, so far we haven't had any issues. So, nitrogen. You're at 4 megapascals. But yeah, with all the liquid ice I was getting, I would think that would actually be full by now. Oxygen, we're at 4 megapascals. Ooh. Volatile. We are out of volatile already. And it's already processed all the volatile. Fuel, we are at 4.24 megapascals. And that's probably why we're out of volatile. I might have to go mine some more volatile just to get us filled up. So what's happening is that mixer is still trying to mix fuel, but we're out of volatile. So before I run the rocket again, I'll go ahead and get a bunch of volatile, try to fill that storage up. Then I'll keep an eye on it and see if the rocket does actually give you enough ice to continuously refuel it. Or if you have to go out mining every once in a while to get some more ice for it. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, what I need to do on my own is go ahead and get everything closed now that we are ready for that. I'm just going to do the outside walls because we still have to figure out the air system. Once we do decide to go ahead and pressurize this base, or this floor of the base, then we also need to start talking about, ooh, shit, messing around with our garden. Which I still have no idea what I'm going to do with that. I might have to take a break from recording for a couple of days and kind of experiment and creative. Try to figure out how I'm going to do that. I mean, this looks like it will be a really big area, but after you fill it with everything, it's not so big. But yeah, so we still have a lot to do. We still have a long way to go. We still have Amy to mess with. We still have to build a garage. We still have to do hydroponics. We still have to pressurize the base. Yeah. I also wanted to go ahead and build an airlock to get into that room, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that because there's no room anywhere. But anyways, yeah. I'm rambling because I'm getting tired. But yeah, we still have a long way to go, which we'll talk about in further episodes. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.